Hey guys, so today's video is going to be my second video of my series Approved or Booed, and it's going to be on the Jeffree Star Magic Star Concealer and Magic Star Setting Powder, and I'm super excited because I just got so excited when he released these. I was like, Jeffree Star, just like, everything has to be like top notch with him. He reviews so many products, so he's obviously going to come out with this amazing stuff. I am doing a wear test and I'm going to go ahead and test it throughout the rest of the day. I'm testing it maybe 3 more times after this just to see how it holds up under the eyes and how it wears throughout the day and if it separates or whatever. But before I get into this video, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell to be notified for future uploads. Today's notification shout out goes to Julie Ebates. Thank you so much for having my notifications on. And if you want a notification shout out, all you have to do is turn on my notifications and comment hashtag notification squad in any video and you'll get one eventually. So if you want to see my review, my take on the Jeffree Star Magic Star Concealer and Setting Powder, then just keep on watching. First, a little bit more about the product. This is the Magic Star Concealer. This is in the shade C7. This is the cardboard packaging it comes in. It says like normal Jeffree Star Cosmetics packaging pretty much. It says full coverage, long wearing, anti-aging properties, natural matte finish. Directions: blend into the skin with a makeup sponge, concealer brush, or your fingers in a pressing motion until you get desired coverage. A little goes a long way. And then on the other side, it just says this creamy formula comes in over 30 shades, helps even out skin tone, has 20% pigment, and can cover tattoos. Helps reduce the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. So it says that on the outer packaging. Same with the powder. This is the packaging for the powder. I got it in the shade Fair, and it has the Magic Star little wands that he always does. On the other side it says weightless, flawless, ultra fine, set your life into place, creasing who can't relate. And then really small on the side it also says beauty tip: press lightly onto skin wherever you desire. I love using a damp beauty sponge to press the product into my skin so the powder melts and looks airbrushed. We're gonna go ahead and test this the same way it says on the packaging. So we're gonna go ahead and take it out so you can see. I'm sure you've seen this already, but it looks like this. Honestly, I can do without this. I'm as girly as the next person and I like the girly packaging, but I don't know, for some reason it looks cheap. I'm not gonna lie. It does give it character though, and Jeffree Star definitely is a character. I'm gonna show you the wand up close so you can see. It is pretty similar to like other concealers, but it actually tapers off at the end. And this comes with 3.4 milliliters of product. It actually comes with a lot less than most other concealers. The Tarte Shape Tape comes with 10 milliliters. The Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer comes with 5 milliliters. So this is 3.4 milliliters, which is quite significantly less. Comes with less product than the Tarte Shape Tape, but it does cost less than the Tarte Shape Tape. The Tarte Shape Tape costs $27 on Ulta, and this costs $22. So I am already wearing foundation. I'm also already wearing eyebrows. I'm actually just gonna conceal my eyelids first with this. I actually really do like this applicator. I think it applies really nicely. And I'm gonna actually just take my finger first. Oh, I applied way too much. I can already see that this is a little goes a long way, as he said on the packaging. But if you can see, it covered up everything. I have a lot of veins and like discoloration on my eyelids, and it really did cover quite a bit. I really do like how it covered everything and it doesn't feel too sticky. It's a little worrying that it doesn't feel so sticky. It's actually really dry, and because I have such dry skin, I'm scared that it's gonna like start flaking off like some concealers do. But let's start testing this under the eye. So I'm gonna do this side first so you can see a comparison without concealer with concealer. And I like to take it in a shape like that, but I'm only gonna put that much because he said a little goes a long way, which is probably true. I'm gonna take my Tarte sponge. I don't know what sponge this is, but it's my Holy Grail sponge. It looks disgusting right now because I need a new one, but I haven't gotten around to getting one. So what I see already is that it's actually kind of hard to blend. And it is a lot creamier than the Tarte Shape Tape. If you think the Tarte Shape Tape is drying, because some people do, then you'll think that this is mega drying because it feels so thick right now that, I don't know. I think my sponge moved a little bit of product, which I'm not too happy with. It might be the sponge, not the concealer though. But I am gonna add just a little bit more right here because like it took away some right there and I don't really like that. This is what it looks like so far. So I did wake up with like huge bags today under my eyes, and it did cover up those bags. It gave me like a really nice coverage. What I don't like is that it's sinking into the fine lines that I have under my eyes, but we'll see how the setting powder helps with that. I'm gonna set now. So this is the packaging of the setting powder. Again, very Jeffree. Got it in the shade Fair. There are 0.35 ounces in this. Let's compare it to some other. Huda's got 0.71 ounces, so it's a little bit more. It's quite a bit more, but it is a bigger packaging, and I think it's more expensive. Same with Fenty. Fenty has 0.98. There's a lot more powder in Fenty than Jeffree Star. Fenty Beauty powder is actually $18, and it does have significantly more product. The Magic Star setting powder is $22 as well, so it is quite a bigger price tag for much less product. Huda's is actually $34, which is even more expensive, and it has less product than the Fenty Beauty, but that's besides the point. Fenty is the steal right here. Let's just see how the Magic Star setting powder works under the eyes. I'm gonna do the directions that he said. So I really actually like this kind of packaging. So basically you twist it, it says open and close, and there's like arrows pointing, and you have to like turn it, and then there's like a little sifter there. So let's see how to get the product out. I guess I'm gonna just tap some on the lid. From what I can tell, it's actually not as finely milled as I thought it would be, but let's see how it works. So I'm gonna take the sponge, and I'm going to just bake under the eyes. Tap it under the eyes. Oh, I actually really like this already. So I think whatever the concealer was doing, this took it away and made it look super flawless. I'm gonna take a little bit more right here. So I'm just gonna immediately like wipe that away. I'm gonna tap it to like blend it in and just make sure there's no like baking anymore. So I actually really like the way that looks. So this is what it looks like after it's set. Now I'm gonna quickly do the other eye with concealer, and I'm gonna compare what it looks like when it's set to when it's not set as well. So I actually like the way it applied more on this side than when I originally applied it on this side. That's very strange. I think I put a little bit more product on this eye to begin with, and I worked a little faster when you know, blending it in with the blender. And I think that that made a huge difference. So probably what you have to do with this concealer is do one side at a time, because it dries really, really quickly. This is what it looks like with one side being set versus not being set. Let's quickly set the other eye. I really like the brightening effect that this powder has under the eyes. I think it looks really nice. Let me just press this in. So this is what it looks like when both eyes are set. I actually still think that this side looks better for some reason. I don't know, it was the way I applied it for some reason. Or is it me? Am I crazy? Like, I don't know, I might just be seeing things. Let's quickly do the center of the face. I'm realizing now how light this shade is for it being C7. I thought it was gonna be too dark. Hopefully it doesn't oxidize and get darker, but it's actually like the perfect color for me for what I like to use concealer for. But again, this is C7. Imagine all the other lighter shades. I think the light shade range is really, really good, but I've heard a lot of people complain about the medium shade range. Like, he did really well for light skinned and dark skin, and he's always one complaining about brands not being inclusive of a lot of people's skin tones, and I don't think he was quite inclusive with all the medium tones out there, but it's okay. Let me quickly set the center of my face. I don't really like to bake, but since he said press it with a sponge, but I am just gonna tap it in with a brush. I do like the way it's set though. It's set very nicely. It took away like all the imperfections that the concealer like brought out for some reason. You definitely have to use this powder with this concealer, I think. But I'm gonna go ahead and finish the rest of my makeup, and I'll be right back. So this is what the concealer looks like with makeup over top. I think it looks really, really nice and flawless right now. It totally, completely covered my dark circles and my fine lines under my eyes, and the center of my face looks really, really bright. I think that's the perfect color for me, but I am going to come back to you. I'm gonna do a wear test. I am gonna get some Botox later today, so I'm gonna go do that now. So whatever's up here is gonna be gone, and probably like in this area right here as well, because they're gonna have to take it off in order to inject the Botox. But I will still check in. I'll reapply it so that you guys can see how it looks. But this should stay like the same. I'm not like gonna take it off. I'm gonna ask them not to take it off because I don't get Botox on there, obviously. Right now it is 12:11, so I'll check in after that, maybe around 3. So I will see you guys then. So I'm back from getting my Botox, and obviously I told you that all of this would be gone. I think the under eye concealer has actually held up really nicely. I'm gonna go closer so you can see. So as you can see, my under eye circles are pretty much gone. What's happening though is my eyeshadow is like kind of going where it shouldn't and like too low, and it kind of makes me look like I have raccoon eyes right now, but concealer looks really good. I'm just gonna actually go ahead and redo my foundation on my... I don't know if I forgot to mention this, but I did prime my face using the J1 Red Jelly Pack and the Tatcha the Silk Canvas. Those are my two favorite at the moment. The foundation I'm using though, in case you're wondering, is the Maybelline Superstay Full Coverage Foundation. It's my favorite drugstore foundation. It's what I use like on the daily basis, pretty much on the daily. I'm just gonna put a little bit more of the concealer where I like to highlight, just a tiny bit, and just blend that out. Of course, I'm gonna grab a little bit more of the powder, but I am gonna spray some setting spray. This is the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. I didn't do that earlier for some weird reason, but right now it is 3:13. And I'm gonna check in a couple of hours. I will see you guys in a bit. So it's 5 o'clock right now. I honestly haven't even looked in a mirror until right now, and I can see that the concealer is really creased under my eyes. I've literally just been sitting on a computer working all day. Honestly, I don't know. I'm not really liking how it's looking right here. I don't know, maybe I'm just not having a good skin day. Like, I woke up with these really weird bags, and I usually don't have bags under the eyes too much. The concealer is like accentuating my fine lines under my eyes. I don't know. It really gives a nice full coverage, and from far away it looks really nice, but up close when I'm looking in the mirror it looks like my fine lines are really there. So that's all I really have to say for right now. I will try to check in after the movie. So yeah. Okay, so it's 11:17 p.m. I just got back from watching the Avengers premiere. Oh my gosh. I cried, so obviously this doesn't look very good right now. From far, it looks really good. It's just, I think it's a bit too drying, so if you have dry skin, you definitely need to prep your under eye really well. But other than that, I really like it. It stays in place really nicely. I think the setting powder really sets it nicely as well. But like, because I cried, I look like a hot mess. I'm ready for bed. My hair's up in a bun. I took off my jewelry. Like, I'm ready to go. It's late. It's past my bedtime. I think the concealer's okay, but I'm gonna wear it for a few more days. I'll let you guys know my final thoughts in the description box, just so you guys like know exactly how I feel. So yeah. So those are all my thoughts on the Jeffree Star Magic Star Concealer and Loose Setting Powder. If you enjoyed this kind of video, let me know in the comments. Let me know what you think, and if you're picking up this concealer and setting powder. And if you did, if you already have it, what you think about it. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!